Hi, everyone. Joseph Lavoie here. Welcome to Business is Politics. At some point, your organization is going to face opposition. For public companies, that opposition often hits hard in the form of an activist investor. The one grabbing headlines this summer is Robby Starbuck, who got Tractor Supply to scrap its diversity and inclusion program within 3 weeks. He was able to do that even faster for his next target, John Deere, and he promises that the next target that he has his sights on will fold even quicker. And that target is Harley Davidson. Who is this guy? Well, on paper, he is known for making music videos and those commercials you see before movie trailers at the cinemas. You know, the ones where you're asked to chew your popcorn quietly and turn off your cell phones. But that's on paper. In reality, he's a campaigner. And he's proving to be extremely effective at getting what he wants out of businesses that he campaigns against. His list of targets could be large as he seeks to undo what he calls companies' woke diversity and inclusion programs. And he brings some pretty serious arsenal with him. We're talking about an audience of 500,000 followers on X who mobilize, building a chorus of criticism that's bringing companies like Tractor Supply and Deere to their knees with barely a fight. After sustaining pressure from his online army for weeks, Tractor Supply wrote on social media, quote unquote, "We have heard from customers that we have disappointed them. We have taken this feedback to heart," unquote. Deere went on to confirm it has no diversity quotas and would ensure that there are no socially motivated messages in its training materials and won't participate in or support, quote, social or cultural awareness parades, festival, or events. In other words, corporate social responsibility within these organizations will look very different than what we've become used to in the last decade. Starbucks is taking on giant businesses with a team of 2 full-time employees who primarily edit his videos and conduct research about the companies he tweets about. 2 employees, which means he runs an extremely nimble campaign. His targets, they just can't compete against this. Why? Because they're composed of large teams with multiple decision makers, endless approvals, and a fear that any attempt to fight back is too risky. This is what happens when you become consumed by consensus building, when confronted with difficult decisions. While you're trying to develop your response plan, your opponent has stormed the castle, taken the loot, and moved on. Activists move faster than you do. The solution? Start acting like an activist. Learn to move with speed and agility. Realize that your fear of doing something risky is riskier than sitting out the campaign.